Now that the 2026 NFL Draft is finally over, I'm going to review every single pick the Chiefs made. I'm going to go over which picks I hated, which picks I loved, and some that I'm kind of unsure about. And in the end, I'm going to do a final review of the Chiefs draft. I think we did pretty good this year, although they definitely made some questionable picks. And since I just started this channel, you probably don't know anything about me, but my name's Luke and I'm a huge Chiefs fan. As you can see right here, I'm only probably going to do this for the Chiefs draft, but comment down below if you want me to do this for your favorite team. I know it's corny, but if you like this video, consider subscribing. It would really help the channel out. Alright, enough with the intro. Let's get to the video. With our first pick, we actually traded up from 9 to 6. We gave up our third round to do it, and I actually really liked when we did this. I really wish we just went one more spot up and got Arvell Reese. I feel like that would have been incredible, but we obviously didn't. I thought for sure we were going to draft Ruben Bain Jr. He's a defensive end. We really need defensive end help. I thought he was a for sure pick, and we drafted Mansoor Delane. When I saw this pick live, I nearly cried. I had to go outside, just take a breather. I was so shocked. I thought it was super dumb that we had to trade up to get him.
I feel like if we wanted Mansoor Delane, we should have traded back.
But the more I sit with this pick, the more it kind of makes sense to me. The Saints said that if he fell to them, they were definitely going to draft him. And although I would have loved Ruben Bain, he fell to 15. So clearly no team was really that high on him to begin with. And if Mansoor Delane turns into an all-pro corner with the help of Dave Merritt, I wouldn't be too mad about that. Overall, I'm going to give the Mansoor Delane pick a B+. I think that there's probably some different routes we should have gone, but the way the board fell, it's not the worst thing. And he has traits to be an all-pro corner one day, and if he would decide to do that, I would be very pleased. Now moving on to our second round pick, Peter Woods out of Clemson. He's a defensive tackle, and I'm honestly really glad we picked him. I feel like defensive tackle was a really underrated need for us this year, and I'm glad we went with one in the first round. Peter Woods needs to be a bit more consistent. He had a bit of a down year, which is kind of why he fell this year, but I think he has a lot of potential. He could easily in a few years be the best player in this draft class, for the Chiefs at least. I think that he's going to be very good and take some pressure off Chris Jones. Overall, I'm going to give this pick an A-. I think it's a good pick, but I would have preferred like Keldrick Folk or someone who was still on the board. With our second round pick, we ended up going with our Mason Thomas. Now, I have nothing against this guy. I think he's a great player. I think he will be a great player. And I think he'll definitely help the Chiefs out down the line. But it was just a confusing pick. There were a lot of, in my opinion, better defensive ends that we should have gone with. I think that Zion Young would have been a better pick. Cassius Howell would have been a better pick. And a small, undersized speed rusher just doesn't really fit the Spags offense. I'm still optimistic, but maybe he'll prove me wrong, maybe he won't. Overall, I'm going to give this pick a C+. We obviously don't have a third round pick because we traded it in the first round, so we'll move right on to the fourth round pick, Jane Kennedy. Now, I actually really like this pick. I think it might have been a bit early to get him, but we need cornerback help and we need safety help, and he can play both of those positions, so overall, I think it's a good pick. I'm going to go with a B+ right here. Our next pick is Emmett Johnson, who I'm pretty sure we traded up to get, and I'm going to go with actually an A with this pick. I think that, yes, obviously a running back isn't really a big need right now for obvious reasons, but they were shocked that Emmett Johnson fell to them. He was apparently super high on their board, and he seemed like a great player. He could develop into like a good third down back, and he seems like a steal for us, so I'm going to go with an A. Also in the fifth round, we got wide receiver Cyrus Allen. Now, he's actually not the most exciting receiver we drafted from his own school this year. I'll get to that in a little bit, but he does seem like he developed into a pretty good slot corner, so I'll give it a C. He seems pretty young, he seems pretty fast, so I have no reason to believe that he'll be bad, but I could also just in a few years see him being a player that never contributed, kind of like Jalen Royals. And for our last 7th round pick, we got Garrett Nussmeier, who I was shocked that we ended up getting. I honestly thought he'd be like a 5th round pick to a quarterback needy team like the Browns or the Jets. But we got him in the 7th round, and I honestly really like this pick. Justin Fields is probably the best backup QB in the NFL, but he won't really be around for that long, and if Garrett Nussmeier can develop into a pretty good backup quarterback, kind of like Chad Henne, I think it's a great pick. We probably weren't going to get like a starter with their 7th round pick, so I really like this pick. I'm giving it a B+. And finally, it's time to talk about our undrafted free agents. There's pretty much one that I'm really excited for, and then just a bunch of nobodies. The one I'm really excited for is Jeff Caldwell. He from Cincinnati. He's a wide receiver, and this dude is an athletic freak. He's 6'4", 6'5", and run like a 4.3 40-yard dash. The dude is an insane athlete. Apparently, he's not that good at catching or route running, and for someone that's that big, he's not that great at attacking the ball. But I think that with our new wide receivers coach, Chad O'Shea, he could develop into a pretty good receiver, especially with that raw athleticism. There's a few other undrafted free agents that we got that could end up cracking the 53-man roster, like Xavier Nwampa or the linebacker from Miami, Basaint is his last name, I can't remember his first name. But other than that, I don't think really anyone's gonna crack the 53-man roster. So yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching, and subscribe and like if you enjoyed, and give me some ideas for other videos you'd like to see me make.